Yo, greetings. Alright, thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast, brought to you by Fifth Dimension. Okay, alright, this might be a short one. We'll see what we can get. Recently, the last two, about alien disclosure, my dreams have definitely become more active recently. I had the Black Palladians came in the other night, and then last night was, I was going to bring this up, I'll do it anyway, screw it. There's some other elements to it, but I won't go into that. But one was, I was supposed to go to work. Instead, I went to a movie. And then I was in Switzerland. I believe it was Switzerland. I was trying to go to work and I couldn't get there. I saw a mountain. So there's no mountains in Florida. And this mountain had white, the white snow at the top of it. Yeah, we don't have that here. We don't have that here as far as I know. So I was walking through different towns, different cities, and they're all kind of all bunched up together. I think it was Switzerland. I'm pretty sure it was. But I was just walking through it and not getting anywhere. Of course, my boss was there. I was like, but I guess he was along on the right. He always shows up here every once in a while. That's always fun. Bring your work with you. So I was trying to get to work. That didn't happen. So I was late for work too. I think I was. Yeah. It was a good dream, but weird. Either way, it was weird. I think it was an Archon dream, but yeah, it was bizarre. I was like, it was bizarre. So I haven't had anything like that before. There was some one after that, but I don't remember what it was. But ever since I connected more to the physical alien beings, this stuff's been really getting more active. So it's like you're putting your intentions out to connect to them. I don't do it all day long because I got work and you got to do this and that. You don't want to get too distracted, especially when you're driving. I wouldn't recommend doing this when you're driving. I don't think it'd be that easy to do it, but in a time when you can connect, away from the world, like here, because it's been a long day, so it hasn't, not a whole lot's been coming through today because I'm trying to concentrate on work and not have a problem. So of course I'm good at that. So we're here today. I already forgot the subject for. We're going to go more into the physical beings that are here. Oh yeah, Galactic Star Trek, Memories, ET Dreams. I technically already brought up ET Dreams, so I'll just see who comes through too. See if I can get anybody to come through. But as I activated this, I feel the carrions, the bird beings. Some of them look like Anunnaki beings, or as you can say, Anunnaki look like bird beings, but of course you can see that in the past. See that in structures and stuff like that. So in your intentions of just you do a meditation or just use your intuition to connect to physical alien beings, I would recommend that and just see where it comes. Of course, you gotta be careful. Get some that aren't so happy. I'm going to go into a sort of a dark period, and somewhat, meaning because the beings here. That's true. After this, last night I felt a reptilian presence. I was not happy. I think they also stopped. Yeah, they kind of kept me from going to sleep because I had to get up early. So there was kind of a they were playing around with that, which is fun. You wake up, it's like, oh look, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm wide awake. Oh great. That was part of, I believe, more manipulation there, but where you can't win. But on our awakening direction, let's see, feline energies. Obviously, not all the alien beings are getting along with each other, as usual. Who does? They don't always have like there's like a million different agendas. So you kind of have to connect to the one that works for you. A positive one would be good. Of course, you can connect to negative one. The idea here is to realize these beings are here in other dimensions, but you can kind of bring them into the physical realm slowly. As the more people just put this in this mind that it can't happen, just let it digest. Just give it. It's not going to happen instantly, but over time, more people realize, you know what, I can probably manifest these beings if I want to. That's pretty much where we're headed. It's probably more to it than that. Obviously, there's a government of, presence here that's not too happy with all this. A lot of people are terrified of this. They get turned off by alien disclosure such as this because they don't feel like a lot of them are not ready. So that's one indication of it. If they instantly get turned off by this stuff, it tells you they're not ready for it. Some of us are born ready, and sometimes the aggravation to be born ready to do this. It's not fun sometimes. Well, the idea is to connect to this stuff to bring it more into the conversation of daily life. How the hell that's going to happen? But let me tell you, the dream world is really activated more than it has ever have. I've done channelings in the past, and nothing is really activated. I don't like this. So, yeah, they're connecting more to our dimension. That's what I got from them right now. So, they're feeling like we are ready. But the idea is to get used to their vibrations, and over time they will show up in the physical. So it's like putting it into your brain network and just knowing they can be seen here. Obviously people have already know that, but you kind of put it in the back of your mind. Some people, of course, are super advanced and have been talking about this forever. And I've been late to the show. That's fine. It's like whatever. But the idea is to know that they can be brought here into physical. The idea is to heal this dimension, heal our everything. So, not to say that aliens are perfect. They got issues, like they got different issues, and slowly they don't always get along. Let's put it that way. So, believe it or not, or whatever it is, doesn't matter. What matters is, what others believe, but it's what you believe what matters. And you create your own destiny, your own future. And not everyone's going to connect to that, just the way it is. So as we go into the higher dimensional thought patterns, we're going to slowly let it go. Look at this as, this isn't bringing any harm to anybody. Of course, some might want to. But you already have that here. But some are going to just do that because that's how they operate. But the idea to put this into your mind that this can be brought into our dimension, and slowly you'll feel the energies get stronger and stronger. As for how, when, it just put into the mindset that it is a possibility instead of just a pipe dream. And the idea is because they read our vibrations, they know it's like we want this to happen. They do feel it, and they want to connect with us. And this is why I get dreams. When I get the dreams, it's kind of like telling me it's like I'm on the right track. So, like I said, it's not going to show up tomorrow. Who knows? But people get used to this cycle of thought. Things will change over time. You let go of the third dimensional, problems. The idea is to heal the phobias little by little. Some enjoy it, some don't. Some don't know how to let it go. It's a little bit of everything there. The idea, it's almost like connecting this, like those are connecting to this almost like you're a spiritual surgeon, like a doctor, of just healing this reality. And anybody can do it. You don't have to save the world. Save yourself, but just putting these thoughts out there and see what comes in. See if your dreams open up. It's just you guys allow them to come into your energy field. Doesn't mean they're going to wake up in the middle of the night and you're going to see an alien. That won't work. Some people do have that, but I don't think they're going to do that. But just it's connecting to their vibrations, and they realize they can connect to you instantly. On who is they is up to you. It can be Zeta, it can be Pleiadian, it can be Syrian, whatever it might be. So just to put those energies out there. for connecting through. It's like rewriting the earth in a lot of ways with that mindset and letting go of the old harmonies of realize there's only going to be obviously a small group that's willing to go into this direction. Of course, some of them already have, but the idea to bringing that physical vibration in here is a little bit difficult for some to digest, and some is very easy. Yeah, you can bring in I felt unicorns, unicorn energies, all different types. It's just basically just the idea that they can be brought here in the physical realms, feline, whatever it might be. Because it was like you're rewriting your brain basically and putting your mindset somewhere else other than worry. And it's like, what makes you feel better is realizing higher dimensional beings can connect to us and help us learn how to live in a better society. We channel their energies, not to say they're going to save us, just help us save ourselves. That's basically the idea behind it. They're not going to save us. Good luck. I don't know if we can save this world, actually. If anybody comes to save us, we'll probably devour them. We probably already are, actually. I can't see that work. It's like, hey, your world doesn't have a Walmart, you soon will. It's like Chick-fil-A's, whatever, McDonald's, we'll just stack them all up. You guys gonna save us? Get ready. So basically, healing our mindset is to eventually connect to clear energy, heal better energies, inventive minds, better medicines over time. The idea is just it's like an exercise. Some have difficulties opening up to their guides, but they have easier time connected to the alien beings. Kind of just some might connect to dark instantly. You gotta heal that. But because I'm getting that some people are definitely want to connect to that first. But it's all a learning experience. Not to, no one's perfect. Just a part. If you do connect to a negative being, either let them go, or why is that showing up? If it keeps showing up, it's part of you that has to heal the dark side of herself. Once again, nobody's perfect. No one's being judged either. We have a lot of darkness here, as you can see, but it's a warning. It's to help us learn. It's a challenge, but it's also healing the darkness within ourselves. To go to the next level. The next level is not this level. It also helps open up your intuition. And once again, these alien scenarios is that there's no guarantee anything is going to show anytime soon. But the idea is to put the vibration out there that they can be seen here. And this will help more sightings here and there. You might get an intuition idea about it. Of course, be careful about that. But at least if there is an alien ship, you'll be able to connect to it more using your psychic abilities. That's another thing I felt. I'm going by yesterday's connections because I'm kind of worn out. Also connected to like some of these beings that want to be seen are kind of, not all of them, some of them are going rogue against the old thinking, such as the one that falls around the military. It's like, we're going to do our own thing. That's their negative. It's just a breaking away from not connecting to us. Not that they're breaking any rules, but they're kind of going away from the old idea of keeping themselves hidden. So, funny thing also, the Air Force Base that's near here, I felt a lot of Zeta energies around that. I got at least a glimpse of it, at least. There's other beings there, but it was most... a lot of Anunnaki, actually. In my area, but also others. Edwards Air Force Base is mostly reptilian. Fear-based. Not all of it's fear, but some of it is. Edwards Air Force Base is like our Orion Air Force Base too. There's probably others around. Russia has a lot of Orion energies too. These beings that want to be seen or be known by us, it's like for us to trying to get better translation from them. It's, well, I guess we're going through the kindergarten phase of it. That's what they showed me a kindergarten teacher, but yeah, I guess they're kind of kindergarten teachers to us. Yeah, you can look at it that way. Yeah, they're helping us, like baby steps into the higher grades of always connecting to them. And also elemental beings will follow. So it won't be just obviously alien, it'll be other. Meaning that if you feel alien energies of like appearing physically, you might feel other elemental beings around that. They're assisting with this connection. The reason the aliens are coming through, I don't know, the Garthian ones are just kind of quiet. They're just not, I don't have so much energy, so we'll just go by what we got. So yeah, so we're basically breaking through the matrix, and you can say we're healing it little by little by more of these beings to come through. So what is it that speaks to you that can be here? Well, they're all here physically that you can connect to. You will connect to a physical being that's here of some shape or form. Obviously, be careful. Surround yourself with light, because who knows who the hell will show up. Just the way it is. Let's see. Healing something like this. This world's been through a lot of Anunnaki manipulations. Once again, they're here to imprint us with darkness to keep us aligned, with our direction we chose. Was once again a disconnect from spirit. Anunnaki are apparently very good at removing spirit from a planet. Always the connection. One of them at least are good at it. There's a lot of unknown beings here. A lot of just miscellaneous, like, I think I'm connected to a lot of them. I don't know who the hell they are. Some of them are from Alpha Centauri. But there's a lot of unknown, like, who knows on that. Give that some time to, who knows, some of them are, a lot of them are Orion beings who are like unknown, like what the hell they are. Yeah, some of them are just bizarre. And some people might connect to Jupiter and Venus energy beings, and Uranus possibly too. So just kind of follow the energies that works for you. Let's see, with the Zeta energies that was connected to yesterday. Basically, they want to be known to our society as as to heal the fear. There is a lot of military presence on your world to protect you from yourselves. Once again, some of the alien beings did take advantage of the military presence here because they saw the ego and they wanted to be involved with it, but also they wanted to connect more with humans. So doing that was going into a rogue, a negative direction. Some of them took it too far. Once again, the Zeta way is experimenting, and some took their experiments too far. And also, human genetics have been altered throughout, since the 1950s, 1940s. But not always for the negative. You notice how people, you can look at humans in the 1950s and now look a lot different. Zeta has something to do with it. There's others, but Zeta has a big part in it. Let's put it that way. So, yes, there's alternating with our foods and all that, and that's it's not all bad, but yeah, a lot of it is bad, obviously. But once again, that's how to keep us in third dimension in this reality, because a lot of alien beings that are causing manipulations have nowhere to go, and that was another thing I picked up. A lot of the negative, whatever you want to call them, but they don't always call themselves negative, but we'll just call them that so we know what the hell we're talking about. Service to self beings, whatever you want to call them. A lot of them have made themselves at home here. They're in another dimension, but they see us as family because we're kind of following their manipulations, depending on the person. And so letting go of that person isn't that easy for them. Once again, they don't really always see it as a negative connection. It's just, you give them meaning. They're warning from us. So if you fall for their manipulations, they warn. It's almost you're creating like a connection there. And they can learn from you, whatever it might be, so you're part of their energy field, for better or for worse. Now, sometimes with this, I do see a lot of divorces with that, but not always for the worse. Sometimes you need to connect to a negative being to help you find your, I know it sounds weird, but to find, it's like, maybe I'm not doing enough for myself. It's like, maybe this relationship is actually, you know, so you can learn from different beings. You know, some people don't like that, but it's like, sometimes you're not always learning from a person. You know, you can get married and not grow. So sometimes divorce is the best thing that happens to some people. So it's on how you look at it. So it doesn't mean that's a negative intention, because nobody's here to meant to be the same person forever. We did, we'll all lose our minds. It's like, yeah, you can, but sometimes it's better to go and do your own thing and find someone else. I mean, it's just, our world just makes it very hard for countless reasons. Because they want you to kind of keep you with the wrong person forever, for you not to ascend. Not to say you can't ascend, but if you're with the wrong energy, you haven't broken away from it, you can go nowhere. It's difficult here. We'll figure it out eventually, or yeah, we will. It's just hard. Connecting to physical alien beings, though, is us going more galactic. Notice how there's a very small percent of this. People call it voodoo, whatever the hell they call it. People are scared. It's like, jeez. Anything new is very hard, but there's no, as long as you have a positive attention to it. There's a lot of those energy, and see how you feel, and things improve, and that's the whole point of it. You feel better, you feel dreams opening up more, you feel like maybe you feel some aggravation, but it feels good too. So you might feel aggravation because a lot of beings here are like pissed off at you. Or the human collective is looking at it, it's like, what are you doing here? No, you're supposed to be a slave like us. Like, no, I'm not interested in that. So it is one way of an idea, an exercise to break out of the old third dimensional thinking. As for where this is going, I'm getting baby steps on this. What I feel is that more people are allowing this energy to come in, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and it makes more sense down the road. So, and others are just, it's hogwash and go back into their cupboard or cave, wherever it is, and that's fine. There's no one's judging that. Well, you can if you want to, but I'm trying not to. Whatever works for you. Basically, it's liveatour.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. We have more than had channel. Google Hangout, Zoom, and channel by phone. We have about 8 days, maybe 9 days right now, because my energy is like zapped. For answering, I want to answer them right instead of wrong. I have same situation here. We have other channels and humors I do recommend. We have Jake Comic, and we have Social Network. Jake Comic, and that's, who knows when I'll be. Sometime this week. Oh well, no, it's going to be a little bit, but it's on its way. Oh yeah, actually, let's go back. Working on a channeled book, and I got it done faster than I thought, but I gotta make sure it looks okay. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. I thought I could do it tonight, but it's a little more complicated. So, channeled text book, channeled book that's already on the website. It's going to be in a book form. I have Kindle, so you can zap around and hopefully, I think it'll be okay. Just I gotta make sure that the print book is in order. That's what's slowing things down. So it's might take me once I get it submitted, it'll take about a week for me to get it, maybe shorter than that, and then I can approve it, and on and on. So it's pretty cool. I forgot about this is part of the connection here. So I mentioned Star Trek. I got kind of a download, kind of like a high from it. And this came up through Neutron's my session with Neutron about Star Trek, how I probably inspired some of this, or did. One of the episodes that really speaks to me is called Q Who, and it's on Amazon, Netflix. You can see it for free if you're part of some kind of. But this is basically the first sighting of the Borg, and it's like Archon energies. This one really speaks to me because it's like, they watered it down over the other future episodes, but the Borg basically can't be defeated. Notice how it's in a cube form. The cube plays a big role, but basically this is like an artificial intelligence species that is like unstoppable. Of course, it becomes laughable over time. They don't know what the hell they're doing. But when this first came out, this was kind of spooky. They connect to a species that you just cannot beat. And then they brought it back in like season 3, and it was kind of like a watered down version of it, because I don't think they knew what they were doing. But I think they watered it down for a reason, not to scare people too much. But this one was pretty intense. If you haven't seen it, this one speaks to me a lot, because this is what's really out there. It's things you can't figure out, beings you can't, you can say carrion beings are like that too. It's not just the Archon or other species, even reptilians that can be very sinister, where you just cannot win. Well, you can, it just takes a while. So this is like always a little bit glimpse of it. The reason I bring up Star Trek too is I had a slight download about it. Well, a Galactic download of basically, if I can remember it right, is like, I'll give you a glimpse of it at least. Basically, it's like other species like Syrian. Notice how it got all blocked out. That makes sense. That video just got all blurry. No surprise there. I don't know if I should fix it or not. I don't know if that fixed it. Nope. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's very distracting. Basically, like Syrian, for example, Syrians or Arcturians, where it might be. We'll just use Syrians for example. Just for example. Say like they create like an energy source or something, and they don't do anything with it. They don't know what to do with it. So other beings like myself, for example, like you're a ship captain or whatever it might be, it's like, oh yeah, remember this, whatever it is, this energy source, yeah, you're not using it, can we have it? You say no, you can't have it. So okay, no problem. Then we'd end up stealing it. And then using it for good, not for service to self. Okay, probably lifetimes where that did exist, but others it was for so I think I did that like more than a couple of times. And now that caused a fight probably here and there. That's just one example. There's a lot more to it than that. They showed me a whole episode of different things, but that's kind of a glimpse of it. There's another thing I connected to, at least on my galactic background, is creating AI beings, cyborg beings, maybe even creating like AI from mothership as part of the Zeta side. But I've had a lot of human lifetimes basically creating cyborg beings, because I've had memories of that in the past. And it can even get emotional. You can say I've had a message about, that was just from somebody else, that it was most an AI cyborg energy in this universe before human ever showed up. So give you kind of a glimpse of that, which also goes back to Archon or the Borg in Star Trek. So Star Trek is kind of like, it's like Star Trek, it feels like, has been sabotaged a lot. Star Trek is more of what we are galactically, and it's been beaten up, in the mainstream, at least for pop culture recently. Part of it is that we're not ready. There's different reasons for it. It just hasn't had the right energy with it to keep it, you know, to bring fresh life to it. And now my connection, because I feel like I am connected to it, but not the first episode. Like the first generation of Star Trek, I don't feel like I'm part of that. It's like an introduction. The next generation, or they call it TNG with Picard. That's the one I feel like my energies are around, at least somewhere around there. They're not giving me full detail of. I don't know if I want to know. But at least my energies are around that part of it. I'm not alone in that either, obviously. But yeah, Star Trek in the episode, like, season 3, 4, it got so freaking boring. It's like, if you want to go to sleep, just put some old ones on, the older seasons. Ugh, it's just fucking boring. So, I like the first season, second season are better. There's more action to it. It gives you kind of an alien. It's like, sometimes it feels like they kill it for a reason. It's just like, maybe a little bit too much for people right now. At least that's the feeling I'm getting from it. So, Star Wars, even that's getting pulverized right now. I mean, it's going into Disney, but it's, I don't know, it's just, Star Wars is more, yeah, that's more drama. It is more, yeah, in the Knights, Templars type of stuff, some of that's there. It's just more family, and, you know, because Star Trek's more, you know, go to seeking out new life, and, you know, and Star Wars is mostly, it's kind of like, it is like that, but it's mostly about the everyday life type of thing. So it's yeah, Orion's all around it. The felines all are around that. There's a lot of bizarre beings. That's why it is bizarre, and it also goes back to Atlantis, because I feel Atlantis was a lot of different species. It wasn't just human. I mean, they're humanoid. There's an assortment of different beings. Even the first Galactic, like, for example, the felines, what I connected with them is that they were already in feline form. Meaning they're like a big cat. They weren't humanoid in the beginning. Now, some might see them as humanoid in their connections, but when you go more ancient, they weren't humanoid. They were more, you know. So when you have a cat, or you know, at home, or see a big cat in the zoo, that's their original form. Now, were they connected to another species, like a half monkey, half feline, yeah, or half somebody, something else? Yeah. every animal being has been kind of a little, yeah. We don't have that here, obviously, but in some ways we do. But yeah, it's a little bit of a mix of everything. Let's see here. One thing though, I just got a message. As you go into more of a galactic awareness, you probably feel a Men in Black presence, basically, because they're monitoring it. I wouldn't say they're here to sabotage your connection. That doesn't mean they don't, but I'm not sure if they're not too happy with it. They're curious of it. I don't see them. Some of them might get involved with it, but understand this is a spiritual connection. It's not a, you know, they're just monitoring it. That's basically it. So if you feel their presence around, some of you might get attacked, possibly depending on what the hell you're doing. So, alright, let's see if we can bring in anybody. This has been a long day. Anybody to bring in any, I don't really have enough energy for. Alright, we'll just do a conscious connection. I just don't have the vibes for it. Alpha Centauri beings. Yeah, there is kind of a mystery race. Yes, they do have a presence here. They have many bases here. Their presence is mostly in government at this time, similar to the Tall Whites. They're not here to cause any frantic energies. They do work with our stock market to keep it calm, best they can. A lot of Alpha Centauri beings, most of them are female here. There's a military presence, there has to be, only because a lot of alien races don't always get along with each other. So there is some skirmishes here and there. There is a lot of time war, time travel, time cop stuff here and there. some beings are just time cops all the time. There's going to be some of that, but there is always timeline situations going on all the time. Yeah, so our past isn't really. I mean, it matters, but our future matters most. Like right now matters, and the past, there's always so many multiple timelines and all that. You know, maybe Jesus was a kangaroo. Doesn't matter really. I mean, the modern world has been so. Even modern religion obviously changed history for their own benefit. So just make history like whatever you connect with, just follow what's right for you. Because Catholic Church has rewritten it countless times. So and religion's all screwed up because there's alien connections all through it. It's all kind of bizarre because there's all alien origins. So once a society, once humanity starts to wake up, many of them are just so. Well, the idea for this connected to the physical beings, at least energy-wise, it's just to assist with the energies here to get stronger. Just put your intentions out. It doesn't mean you're going to see one, but you never know. But just the idea, just the spark of that, we want it to come in instead of them just. Obviously, people are already connecting to it, but it doesn't mean you can't, put a little energy into it once a day or once a week, whatever it might be. To know that, well, at least put the idea that it can be seen here, and it can be. And it just feels like the veil is getting thinner and thinner. So what they look like, and I'll just go by what's coming to you, because it's not going to be the same for everybody. It's just the way it is. It's just, everyone has a different point of view. What matters most is this healing the dark, karma here, and all just the madness. Yeah, government shutdowns causing a lot of difficulties, definitely. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But once again, there's a lot of manipulation going on there, but either way. As we go into a higher dimensional thinking, carrion beings will be seen, possibly. They work with nature. So, there's just, there was I think it was a football game where an eagle actually flew down to some guy's arm. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to show it. I don't know if I showed it here or not. I can't remember. Let's see here. As humanity awakens to the higher dimensional energies, basically trusting themselves, it all comes down to trust. What is it that you want in your energy field? And many are very skeptical of their own selves, and that's fine. But also realize skepticism is slowing down one's progress, but that's fine. But many already know where the future is going to hold. And just basically a positive intention. Once again, not letting this world rule you on how you think. You can think any way you want. And the programming is here. That's why television is here to tell you what to think. Teachers are here to tell you what to think. Parents, society, tell you what to think, basically. To some degree, there are open-minded people here. Conspiracy theories is another way of keeping an open mind. It's another way of also connecting to other universes, other realities. That doesn't mean they're wrong. There's countless energies going on. So, it might not be right for you, but it still exists. It's like connecting to the multiverse. So, Sandy Hook, a lot of weird stuff there. Definitely. There's a lot of covering up going on there. And mostly Sandy Hook, there's a lot of magic being done there. So it's conflicting energies. So it's not just as a tragic situation. There's just something there that's not right. There is magic done there to conceal what's going on, whatever it was. So as JFK Jr. alive, it's up to you. He does live within people's energy fields. Is he alive? And there are dimensions where he does exist. So I guess so in that regard. I don't think he's here physically. I don't feel that. But others are speaking to him in other dimensions where he feels like he is here. So it's like, follow, just do it then. That works for you. Whatever works for you. Not everybody's going to agree with everything. It's just the way it is. But as long as you're okay, it's like, I don't connect with that, but do believe whatever you want. That's free will. And you're allowing that free will to flow. It just opens people up. It's like, it might not work for you, but, you know, just free will has been tampered here a lot, as you can see. Call it modern reality. You think it's free will, but you're actually in slave society, right? The idea is to change that. And it's not as easy as you like to. Yeah, you should be able to go to any free will. You should be able to go to anywhere you want to go without a passport. Eat whatever you want, and also be healthy if you want to be healthy, or be not healthy. Instead of trying to be healthy and you're still not healthy. That's how this world out. So there's a lot of levels to it, of course. Alright, we'll be going further deeper into all this tomorrow. I'm doing the best I can. So I gotta get some rest. So alright, much love everyone. Hopefully this is helpful of some kind of help. Hopefully, I think I went through everything. I did the best Star Trek as far as I can do with Star Trek. Yeah, it's probably gonna go further than that, but I don't have energy, so that's all I got. So ET dreams, yeah, just like I say, if you connect with these beings, you just feel like I want to connect to you, like put the intentions on, I want to connect to them in the physical, or just connect their vibrations and see what comes to mind. It's another form of channeling. And yeah, I feel like a lot of Anunnaki have been intrigued by this. Let's put it that way. So it's like, you know, it's for us welcoming him back into our dimension. Look at it that way. So it's, you never know. All right, much love everyone. Take care. Have a great night.